name is Kevin.
I'm Marvin.
We are the MKO
Pugilism. And we're just here to, share our passion about the sweet science. We've both been into boxing for a long, long time now. Myself, I started when I was 6, learned to box as a young kid, mainly due to shyness, and my dad was a boxer as well before me. Used to be down in Repton ABC back in the days, used to coach kids, so I was brought along as a youngster and introduced to the sport from that sort of age, and I sort of carried on with it from then on and off, and I came to meet Kev in secondary school days, and he sort of got me back into it. Back in secondary days, he wanted to try boxing, so we sort of met in secondary, and we ended up at St Pancras down in Kentish Town. Ended up having a few more bouts. He also had some, and that's how we connected, and we just here sharing the love of the sport of boxing.
Yeah, that's great. As Marvin said, we started this boxing channel as a way to connect with people out there. A lot of our boxing fans, we are huge boxing fans ourselves. We enjoy boxing, we spend a lot of our time watching boxing and practicing boxing as well. We still practice boxing to this day. So we just want to share our views on boxing, opinions, and this channel will be pretty much focusing on boxing prediction. So if we have a big fight coming, we'll be talking about it, and just kind of going through who we think is going to win the fight. Or this is not going to be a biased channel, so we're going to be just talking about everything. We're not going to be picking a favorite boxer because we like a boxer. We're going to be talking about everything, breaking it down. So yeah, as I said, we love boxing. Boxing has been part of our life. As Marvin said, he's been boxing since the age of 6. I started at the age of 12. We went to the same secondary school, so we pretty much found a boxing gym local to the school. It's not far away from the school, and then we started boxing from there. And I'm not boxing now. We're not boxing now, but we're still practicing it, as I said. But we love watching boxing. We've been to the O2, watched big fight like the AJ versus Dylan White, Lomachenko versus Josh Taylor, Luke Campbell, Josh Taylor versus Regis Progress. Yeah. That's what I mean. Right. Yeah,
we've been to both of those.
Yeah, we've been to both of those. Thanks for the courage from us. Yeah, man. So exactly this is what this channel is based on. We love boxing, and we want to share our passion for boxing to you guys out there, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. And talking about boxing, there's a huge fight coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz, or should I say Andy Ruiz Junior versus Anthony Joshua. So he's a champ,
Yeah, he is the champ.
So it's gonna be a huge fight, and also a good undercard. Do you know what's an undercard, by the way? Who's fighting?
Yes, we've got Hergovich on the undercard. We've got Dillian White versus Marius Wack as well. And we've also got one that's going to be kind of like a 50-50, I guess, in a way. You've got, what's his name again? His name escapes me. Alexander Povetkin.
Oh yeah, that's right, he's fine.
This is
it's so funny, Joshua's fought most of these guys on the undercard and
exactly. Beat them. Apart from one, apart from Michael Hunter, who's going to be fighting Povetkin, they're pretty much, I guess, Wack. He hasn't fought Wack either, but most of sort of the A-side guys he's fought. So
and they're also heavyweights as well.
So it's pretty much all the heavyweight.
All big guys, man. We're gonna be watching a lot of knockdowns and knockouts.
I'm sure we are.
This weekend. So it's gonna be a huge fight, and as I say, my prediction for this fight is actually very hard. I'm in between, 50-50. If I pick Ruiz to win, it'll be based on a knockout. And if I pick Joshua to win, it will be based on a decision. So to me, it's not. Joshua can also knock Ruiz out too. So, just based on their previous fight, that's why I'm banking it on Ruiz to knock Joshua out. But hopefully, I want Joshua to win. Representing the UK, bringing the belt back home. That's what we want. What do you think, Mark?
Yeah, for me, it's a it's a tough one to pick. I think Joshua certainly does have the potential to take the belts back home, but again, it's a matter of whether or not he's been able to make the necessary adjustments and the sort of necessary tactical changes. So
That's right.
it's like, can he come in and I guess there were some things he did that sort of worked, but for the most part, you know, what he was doing wasn't really working in the first fight. So it's a matter of, can he adjust? Can he use his jab effectively? Can he sort of keep Ruiz at arm's length, you know, for the 12 rounds, or, you know, for most of it? Can he tie him up? And, you know, it's questions like that we won't know until the fight comes. But he's got the potential to do it.
Yeah.
My only question mark is based on, it's quite a quick turnaround. The last time he was in action, it was that loss to Ruiz again, and you know, it's a big question mark over it, because it's whether he can adjust, and I hope he can, but it's very much a 50-50 fight. Ruiz doesn't need to change anything really, I don't think, apart from he just needs not to get caught, I suppose. But yeah, it's very much down the middle, I think.
I definitely think Ruiz is going to get caught. I mean, like Joshua caught him with a few good right hands after the knockdown, you know, like clean right hands. And Joshua was bigger on that fight night, so this fight night he's lost a bit of weight.
Yeah,
who knows? I'm not sure if he's going to come on a fight night heavy, you know, who knows?
It could.
That's possible. So I mean, if Ruiz can take his punch from the first fight and it was heavier and he lost weight this time, I don't know, maybe because the weight loss makes him more agile, more powerful, more snappier. Maybe that might give him more power to be able to pull Ruiz. I'm not sure, you know, because obviously the weight he was carrying gave him more power last time, and then Ruiz took it. So I'm thinking like, so could it hurt Ruiz this time, or is it just going to be just based on boxing, as Marvin say, keep him out harm reach, and then just like use his footwork, jab, cross, you know, combos in and out. You know, don't get into exchange with Ruiz, because Ruiz is a good counter puncher. He doesn't want to get into that close range or mid range where Ruiz can reach him. He wants to keep him.
It's got to be long range.
Long range. You know what I mean? Use his length, use his attributes. You know what I mean? So it's a very interesting fight. So both guys can do what they can do best, and that's what makes this fight interesting. It's hard to pick a winner, but if I want to make some money, I will be betting on Ruiz. You know, because that's where, not because I just felt like, you know, the last fight he done really well, and then a lot of people think that it was a fluke. Not everyone, few people think it was a fluke. So I believe that it wasn't a fluke. I believe the guy is a really good boxer. He knows what he's doing. That if he done exactly what he done in the first fight, in the second fight, he will win the fight. So Joshua have to make it more difficult for him this time around. He needs to make him a hell for him. If he can throw him off his game plan, you know, as I said, Marvin said, using his boxing skills, his rich boxing on the back foot, then I believe that Joshua can have him. But we're going to go through 12 rounds without getting caught. That's the question.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
As Joshua improved his cardiovascular fitness from losing weight, we'll find out. That's what I'm excited about to see.
Most definitely. It's going to be a tough fight. I think one thing we probably both agree on, it's going to go, in my opinion, it's going to go rounds. It's a fight that's probably going to be for the long haul. You know, so that's one thing I'm quite sure on, if anything. And as I say, it's just a matter of, can Joshua counter him? Can he sort of, you know, stick to the jab, throw an authoritative jab, and sort of keep Ruiz off his game and frustrate him a little bit? I think those would sort of be keys to victory for Joshua. You know, he has to frustrate Ruiz in a way and make Ruiz somehow make him miss, make him frustrated, and I think he's got to sort of make Ruiz, cause him to sort of make mistakes.
That's right, yeah.
And I think that's where Joshua can sort of catch him.
He has to be first before, isn't he?
He's got to kind of be, I guess, like kind of first with the jab and then third, with, you know, sort of first and third, sort of somehow make him miss and make him pay.
Like he needs to counter a counter.
Yeah, kind of counter a counter puncher.
Yeah.
You know, don't let Ruiz just sort of walk in you know, let him walk into sort of a jab. He's
second
got to have
backward, yeah.
an authoritative jab that every time he comes in, that's what happens. So, you know.
So yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. This is our first video we'll be uploading. So it's our first time doing it. So hopefully you guys can enjoy it. And you know, yeah. What do you think? What do you want to say, Mark?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, just continue to tune in. Definitely more content on the way. You know, as more fights come up, you know, we'll do a bit of discussion on the undercard. You've got Ergovic versus Molina. You know, you've got White versus Wack. You know, you've got some decent fights. Hunter Povetkin. Got some good stuff coming up on the undercard, those fights. So yeah, we'll be having more discussion.
Closer to the day, we might actually make another video on fight night, you know.
Exactly, yeah.
Just to show us the setting of who we watch boxing with and etc. So yeah, it should be fun. So yeah, we are the MKO.
Yeah, Pugilism, we're signing out.
Thank you.